Hey folks, it's Dave here. Friday morning streaming, trying to get some stuff in here on YouTube before I go to work. And I stumbled on this great new dice game, Five Dice Pro Football, it's called. It's by Al Wilson. We all know Al with all his stuff he does on YouTube and his gaming stuff. And where you can find this game is on the Delphi forums. If you go to the Play forum set up on the Delphi forums. In the general discussion, they were talking about Five Dice Pro Football, and Al posted his link to his games. He's got two games there. Both are quick play games, and this game is a blast. It's really fun. I was playing last night with Ron. He was on the iPad there. We were rolling dice and playing this. So, yeah, so I'm just making sure that I'm on here. Looks like that I'm good. So if I can check any of the chat that goes on here. And so, yeah, so let's get right into this game, shall we? This is really fun. So this is the setup you have here for the game. And what I'm going to do is kind of run down how you play it, and then we'll get into some games. Okay, so all it is really it's one piece of paper, and on the piece of paper it's got the directions, and then it's got how to score the game. All right, so what happens in the game, more or less, is that you roll 5 dice, Yahtzee style, and you're trying to get the best hand, so to speak. Okay. Hi, Al. Good to see you here. Al, this game is unbelievable. Stick around for this. Me and Ron were playing this last night. And so you get 5 dice, and the idea is you want to get the highest score. Okay. So if you look at the player score, which is right above my head here, that shows you what you can get. 2 pair, 3 of a kind, small straight. It shows you what you get for each points. Okay. The opponent, you roll the dice for the opponent, and I like to use red for the opponent. It's just the 2 dice, and that's a 1 roll for the opponent. So a 6 would be no points for the defense. Now, where the strategy comes in is you roll once for each quarter, and that gets you your score. The human, being me, is I get 3 influence rolls, they're called, or 3 influence points, if you will, for each game. So 3 times at any time during the game, I can re-roll any. So I get 1s and 2s. If I want to roll this or try to get a full house, I can roll that again. I didn't get it. But 3 times during the game, you could re-roll any amount of dice. As my dog's barking upstairs, as you can probably hear him. Now where the strategy comes in is when do you roll these? You know, sometimes you might want to use 2 of these on the same roll. You might want to try to go and get that full house and roll a couple of times. But you get 3 you can use each game. In the playoffs, you get a 4th one, but in the regular season, you get 3 re-rolls. And I'll show you how that plays out and how addicting and how the strategy really comes into play. This is a very well thought out game. Okay, so you have a home and away. So you start on the road. And then you go, you alternate home and away. If you get 9 wins, you make the playoffs. And there's scenarios here for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or even all 16 wins. It tells you, where you seeded and what game you go in and if you have home field advantage or not. So the idea is to get 9 wins and get into the playoffs. Ron and I played last night. We went 8-7-1. We were 1 game short of the wild card. We were 8-7-1. We lost in the last game of the regular season, and so we didn't make the playoffs. But let's play a couple of games here, and I'll show you how it works and how the strategy works. So we are on the road, so we're going to roll first. So I'm going to roll my 5 dice here, and I'm just going to use my little thing here. Okay, so, all right, so here's my roll. Not a very good roll. I got a pair of 3s, and a 2, 5, 6. So right now I have 0 points. So it's up to me right now if I want to use one of my re-rolls here to try to get at least 3 of a kind, or if I want to take the 0. I'm going to hold the 3s, and I'm going to use one of my re-rolls. So I'm going to come over here and mark off one of my re-rolls. So that way there I know I've used one of them in this game. So come on, let's get a 3. Nope, but I got 2 4. So I got 2 pair, and 2 pair is worth 3 points. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to take the 3 points. So we lead 3-0 on my roll. So now let's go to them. They roll a 7. A 7 is 7 points. So we trail 7-3 after 1. Now I go back to my rolls. Shake them up here. And Nothing again. I got a pair of 4s. I think I'm just going to take the 0 here because I want to save my rolls for later on. So I'm going to take the 0 and hope that my defense can stop them. Now, I think I did mention that I have 2 rolls left. So incidentally, I could have them re-roll and use up both of my rolls, but I don't like to do that. So an 8. An 8 for them is 7 points. So they lead 14-3 at the half. So now I got to get in gear. I need to get some kind of a good roll going here. Boy, I'm doing this again. I get the 1 pair and nothing else. So I'm not starting off well at all. So I'm going to use another one of my rolls. So that's going to be 2 rolls now. And I'm going to roll these 3. All right, so I got 6s and 5s. It's not looking good for me. That's just 3 points. I'm going to save my last roll for my last roll. All right, so now if they get a big gain here, they win. A 2 is 3 points. So they're leading this one 17-6. We each have 1 roll left, so I need to get a monster roll here if I want to survive. So, oh, look at this. I got 4 3s. I got 17 points right now. And I am going to use my last roll. So let me go mark this off. So that's my last roll. And if I get a 3, that'd be the best. Oh, so I got 17 points here in the 4th quarter. So I pull out a 23-17 lead. If they get a touchdown, they win, though. So can my defense hold them? Can my defense hold them? Hi, Alan Shaw. A 6 is 0 points, and I come back, and I win this one. That's going to be a win, and I am 1-0 thanks to a nice 4th quarter comeback. And so we are 1-0 on the season. So now we go home. So now we roll them first. Okay, this is how this game plays out, if I'm correct. So they roll first, and a 6. We'll take that. A 6 is 0 points. So that's a great roll. So now we start off, and we get our 3 influence rolls back, as we talked about. So here we go. Well, I got to re-roll because it come out. My rule of thumb is it's got to stay in the box. Oh, man, I'm having a hard time with this. Sorry about that. Used to rolling down my tower. Oh, again, a pair of 1s. Well, I could keep 3, 4, 6 and try to get a 5. And I think I might do that. So I'm going to use one of my rolls. Oh, I screwed this up. That's actually us and them. I got to swap that out. So let me do this real quick. So this is going to be a them, us and them, us and them. So just bear with me here. It's the one thing I didn't fix. All right, and I'll fix that later on as we play. I don't know if I'll do the full season or not. All right, so they get a 0, so I get a us. So, again, do I want to try to roll here to get a 5 and get the small straight? I think I will. So I will use one of my rolls here, and I will try to get a 5. That's got to stay in the box. Come on, Dave. No, but I get 2 pair. I got 2 pair. That's not too bad. I screwed up my settings here. All right, so I got a pair of 3s and a pair of 4s. That's 2 pair. I will freeze with that, and I will take the field goal. So we're up 3-0 after 1. And that's how this game plays. It's really fun. It really is. All right, so they rolled a 10. That's 10 points. So I could use my 2 last rolls to make them roll again, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give them the 10-3 lead and save my rolls for me. So here we go. See if I can get a nice roll here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I could keep the 1, 2, 3 and roll these and try to get a 4, and that would tie the game. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to roll these 2 here, looking for a 4. No, so I get 0 out of that. So as you can see, points are hard to come by in this game. So now we're going to go to the other team, 3rd quarter. 10. Oh, I think they're going to walk away with this. It's 20-3. I don't have much chance here now. I need some big rolls here. Well, I got 3 2s, so I'm going to have to spend a roll here. Oh, actually, my second roll. See if I can get a 2. No. But I'm going to spend my last one because I need that 2. I need the 2 to get me 17 points. And I got it. All right. So I got the 4 of a kind. That gets me 17 points. So we're tied here, but I've used up all my rolls. So whatever my roll is in the fourth quarter, that is it. So here come the visitors. A 6. Ooh, 0. That is sweet. So it's 20-20. All I need is 3 of a kind or 2 pair. I just need a field goal. Just need a field goal. And I got it. I got the field goal. I got 2 pair. That's 3 points. Good enough for the win. That's going to be a win. And we go to 2-0 on the season. And that's how this game plays. As you can see, there's a lot of strategies to be had. When do you re-roll? When do you not? Sometimes it makes sense to take the 0. I really wasn't sure what the home field advantage was, except for the fact that if you're home, you get to roll last, so you get to see what they're getting for points. So that's what the home field advantage is. All in all, this is kind of fun. I'll play a couple of more rolls here and see how it goes. So I'm on the road right now, so I roll first. And, oh, look at this. Look at this. I got 4 right there. I got 17 points. If I use up one of my rolls and I get a 2, I would get 21 points. But I think I'm going to save my rolls. I'm going to save them, and I will take the 17 points in the first quarter. That's a big start for us here on the road. So now the away team, a 6 is 0. All right. Nothing for them. No, these are not real teams. These are just home and away, Al. So I thought about, as far as thinking about trying to mod this game, I thought what might be kind of fun is trying to rank some teams. And I don't know how you would do that. Maybe you could take away, the 2-pair scoring roll or something like that, or maybe you could add an extra influence roll to the better teams or something like that. Or maybe for the opponent's score, what you could do is you could, maybe adjust that so a better team gets more points. So there's probably a couple of ways you could mod this, but right now it's just generic teams. It's just, it's the same teams every time. But it is fun. So we're 2-0 right now. So let's roll the dice. Oh, it's got to stay inside. Remember, you got to stay inside. It's difficult to roll 5 in here, let me tell you. All right, so I got 3 5s. I'm going to use one of my rolls here, and I'm going to try to get another 17. So if I can get a 5 here, I'm in good shape. No. So I'll take the 3 of a kind. I'll take the 3, and we'll take a 20-0 lead going into the last part of the second quarter. All right, so here are the visitors. 2 is 3 points. So we're up 20-3 at the half. I still got 2 rolls to play with here, 2 influence rolls. So let's shake this up. And 4s and 6s. So that's a field goal. I'm gonna freeze with that. And I'll take my 2 rolls into the fourth quarter. So I'll take my field goal. We'll go up 23-3. And let's see what we can do with them. See if the defense can hold. A 2. That's another 3 points. So 23-6. And I got 2 rolls still in the bank here. So I can really pile it on here in the fourth quarter. So I got 2s and 4s. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 1 pair, and I'm going to roll. I got 2 rolls, see if I can get 2 more 4s. So I'm going to use another one of my rolls right now. Okay, I got 1, and I'm going to use my last roll here, because you can't take them with you, to see if I can complete the 4. Yes, I got 4 4s. Good enough for 17 more points, and that should be a win. I don't think there's any way that they can come up with 34 points. I think the highest they can get is 14. So A 3 would be 3 points. So what a victory here for us, 40-9, and we move to 3-0 on the season. So yeah, this is. We'll go to my intermission screen here. So this is 5 Dice Pro Football. This is really fun, really addicting game. And you can find us again. Go to your Delphi forums. Go to the play section, the PLAAY, play.com games. Go to the general discussion. And Al Wilson posted his link to 5 Dice Pro Football. He's actually got another game, too, where you play out the season. Okay, you don't really play game by game. It just gives you a season record, and you're the GM for the season. So, yeah, check that one out, too, there, 'cause I haven't played that one yet. But this is fun. So, yeah, 5 Dice. I'll go back to the game here. Again, 5 Dice Pro Football, solitaire game by Al Wilson. And that's how you play it. And it's fun. It's addicting. You can play it and, play a whole season in a setting, see if you can make the playoffs. I'm 3-0, so I'm going to have to keep this going to see if I can get to the playoffs. But, yeah, I just wanted to show this off today. This is really fun. It's a really fun dice game. You can play fairly quick. And I'm enjoying it. And Ron played with me last night. We had a fun time, too. So I'm going to go to my ending screen here. And we're going to wrap things up. So thanks for watching here on this Friday morning. And you guys have a good weekend. And we get a new Digital to Dice drop the other day. Next week, we'll be talking about our Black Friday sales. We're trying to get all that in so we can talk about what's on sale. I already have a big list of stuff that I want to get. So hopefully the sales are good and I can get a whole bunch of goodies, and hope you will too. So we'll probably see you guys this weekend, maybe later on today with something, depending how today goes. But I just wanted to jump on here this morning and show off this game that I found on the Delphi's. Talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching.